Welcome back to Late Night Tarot with City Mystic Lux. As always, I invite you to get in touch with the tape. Your concerns, your fears, the stuff you're thinking about over and over again, stuff you're talking a lot about, stuff you're worrying about, stuff you're hoping about. If you're trying to get some rest tonight, trying to set your mind at ease, scrolling through TikTok, trying to find a way to distract yourself, maybe we can find some serenity in a tarot card reading. As always, I am looking to do no harm. I'm looking for empowering information, and love is my law. I want to find opportunities to grow love and fulfillment if you so choose to participate in the suggestions of tarot. We're reading with City Mystic Paris Color today, my second tarot deck. And today we got the Five of Wands. Interesting energy. So when we're dealing with the Five of Wands, we have a situation of usually we're dealing with other people, and there could be some friction, some argument, some disagreement, and really impassioned at that. And the thing about Five of Wands is like a guidance card, is it's letting us know right off the bat, everybody actually wants a positive outcome in this situation. And the tension point comes from everybody thinking that they have found the solution and their solution doesn't match up with the next person's solution. Usually we're in a group, sometimes a family system, work, friend systems, some kind of situation where we're all connected and we all want the same outcome. We want a positive outcome to come to place, but we can't agree on how to go about that. So neutralizing that friction starts at recognizing and acknowledging that our hearts are all in the right places. Everybody wants something positive to happen, and there's a lack of trust, understanding, or confidence in one another or the situation. And that's what's keeping us from finding a path forward. When I'm in a Five of Wands situation, it helps me so much to tap into like my maternal experiences and instincts, right? Where like, not in a patronizing way, but where I get to remember the people in front of me are having a really emotional reaction to something. And I have a very different idea from them about how things should be and what should happen next. In order to get to some kind of reasonable solution, there's no way around it. I'm going to have to hear these people out, whether it's my children or the people in front of me that I'm dealing with. Like, let me hear what they have to say. Be quiet, be patient, actively listen. Bonus points even for reciting back what I heard so that the other person can feel acknowledged. Oftentimes, that energy of friction just charges and charges and charges, and it doesn't really stop. It kind of reaches a boiling point. If we don't feel acknowledged and heard and seen and valued. So one of the ways in which we can make ourselves of service or be really useful in the situation is to step back and hear the other party or parties. That doesn't mean we have to go along with what they're saying, but it means we can bring the energy of like groundedness and harmony to a situation that is disharmonious. We don't have to wait for someone else to do it. We don't have to rely on factors that are out of our control. If at all possible, leaning into that like serene space inside and holding space for other people to kind of work out their ideas, express what they need to express, and then, calmly being able to share our thoughts or our ideas on the situation if that's warranted. Sometimes when I do that, when I just like calm down and let other people share with me what they've got going on, there is value in what they've shared with me. Like, if I can calm myself down enough to take it in, I find I don't have to do all the work of finding a solution. Maybe there's a way to employ this person's solution. Or if I completely disagree with that person's solution, if I'm coming from a calm place where I acknowledge what they said, how they shared, like what they were feeling and experiencing, and what they were hoping to have come to pass, then I can share my suggestions after acknowledging that in a way that I might hope to receive some acknowledgement from the other person. Not everyone is going to show up in this situation with emotional intelligence, by the way. So just because I show up with, some consideration or emotional intelligence does not mean the other person is going to. So it's not like don't count on that, but it's worth a shot. And ultimately, if you don't lose your cool and your center, this situation will pass. What if you don't have to do anything about it at all? What if you just trust that the universe is going to work through this situation and disengage emotionally as much as possible so you don't get thrown off center? If it's keeping you up at night, by the way, you're thrown off center. So pulling your energy back in, bringing in as much trust in the process, as much trust in the universe and your highest good as possible. It doesn't mean that you don't have valid concerns or that your needs don't matter or that they don't need to be voiced, right? You get to be the judge if there's a situation where your boundaries are absolutely being crossed, you're being abused or mistreated. Finding a way that is going to yield the maximum benefit to express that is really important. So if it's a work situation, taking it to HR or, a manager. If it's a family situation, maybe leaving the space for a little bit while everybody calms down, right? I mean, there are like varying degrees as to how this can play out. So, of course, always keep yourself safe. But a big part of keeping myself emotionally safe involves protecting my nervous system. So, just because someone else is getting super activated in front of me, it doesn't mean I have to meet them with that energy. Like, it is the most empowering thing I can do to disengage as much as possible and keep my serenity so that my nervous system doesn't go crazy. I have a really sensitive nervous system, so I need to make sure that my first priority is keeping this all as serene as possible, because I can't find any possible positive solutions to any situation if I'm all fucked up too. So don't take the bait. Let everybody have their responses and reactions. If you can come up with some patience and some neutrality, amazing, brownie points. If you can't, no worries, but definitely pull some of your energy back so that you can get grounded again, because there's no solution to the situation from a place of everybody being all fucked up about it. Hope it helps, and I'll see you tomorrow.